Well, good morning guys, and this is day 3 of my ride around my own creation. And last night I had the craziest experience because as I was fast asleep, I think it was a deer or maybe a fox, but I think it was a deer, literally ran into me, woke me up, literally headbutted me. I was swaying like, what the hell happened? And yeah, I got headbutted by a deer last night. What a way to wake up. Right, this is day 3 of my own creation route. Let's see what happens. Today we are heading towards Oxford and then out to one of my favourite places today. It's going to be rainy until about midday, and after that it looks like we've got the sun coming out, which will be quite nice. So hopefully we'll be able to get a biggish day in and get some miles crunched out. Right, let's do it. So I've just come through Oxford. I've kept the route as nice as possible all through the city, showing you a few of the nice buildings. Obviously there are busy roads, but on every road that there is technically a cycle path alongside it. They are shared use, so if you are a bit nervous in the traffic, that is the option. Unfortunately, cities are not good for cycling. But we come out of Oxford now and we head to my favourite place, the place that when I first got a bike, it was like the first place I went to with it, the place I trained hill repeats, and that's where we're going now. We are going to that place is, of course, Brill. Brill Hill, one of my favourite places. I used to come here as a kid, we used to fly kites, and then when I got a bike, I was bringing the bike here. On this route, I have given you the easiest option to get up here. I've given you the flattest hill possible, so I'm not going to kill you because there is a brutal climb into Brill. This one, it's super windy up here. But if you do get up here and you fancy a pub lunch, they've got you covered. There's about 3 decent pubs up here. But for me, it's always a picnic at Brill. So at this point, up till this point, we have literally been cycling sort of north, and now we're at the point where we get to turn around and start heading back down south. We're going to be heading out towards like Tame and then back across to like Goring and across the sort of that way and up onto the Ridgeway a little bit more again. But for now, I'm going to have a little bit of food and then we're going to crack on. Today, been pretty lucky, it hasn't rained. It's not supposed to rain now for the rest of the day and night, so hopefully should be able to get a big day. So far I've done about 40-45 miles, so pretty good. So, right, food time and let's crack on. Oh guys, I've just come through Goring. I've been smashing out the miles today. Currently done about 80 so far. I've probably got about an hour left of riding today. We're just heading up to the Ridgeway, but I do need to find somewhere to camp. I need trees. And if I remember rightly, the Ridgeway doesn't really have too many trees. So I'm just gonna keep going for like an hour or until I find somewhere good. Hopefully I find somewhere decent to camp and don't get attacked by some wild animal in the night. All right, I'll see you at camp. These nights, they're getting dark too early. Not even 7 p.m. and it's dark. Right, see you at camp. Well guys, I decided to play it safe and just found somewhere to camp pretty quick because I was looking on Google Maps and I could not see any trees past from where I was, so I found a little pocket of trees along the Ridgeway. So day 4 tomorrow, and I currently have about 165 miles left. Ideally, I would quite like to get to around the New Forest tomorrow. That would be ideal because then it'd be easy to camp, but I don't know, that's still a good 80 miles away. So from here on the Ridgeway, we drop down, we head into Newbury, we head along the canal a bit and all the way across to Winchester. And from Winchester, we head across and down to the New Forest, where we will pick up the perfect gravel section, because off-road in the New Forest, you're only allowed to ride on the gravel section. So guaranteed some beautiful gravel roads through the New Forest. Hopefully I can get there tomorrow and find somewhere decent to camp, and then we should be going on to our final day. Now tonight is meant to just get kind of cold again, not meant to rain. I believe it says 100% tomorrow, whatever that actually means, because it said that for the most of the morning and it didn't even rain. So as always, I'm going to see you bright and early for day 4.
Right guys, good morning, and this is day 4 from my creation ride. Currently grey skies, it's not raining though. It's supposed to rain most of the day today. So day 4, let's see what day 4 has in store. Let's do it.
So I'm just coming through Newbury and good old Aldi to rescue the squeaky chain, because I always forget bike lube. Good old Aldi. Next stop. So from here, from Newbury, we head down to the canal, up and over and down to Winchester. I have picked this route and I'm hoping it's going to be okay, because technically it is actually a walking route, so hopefully it'll be fine to cycle. Most of the time in England it is okay to cycle on the really off-road walking routes, but we're going to find out. Right, we're going to lube the chain, have some food, and we're going to crack on. That climb there, I believe, if you're aware of the 100 climbs challenge, I think it's one of that, either that coming up that way is one of them, or it's either coming up that way, but I think it's actually that one we've just done. So if it is on this route, you will actually tick off one of your 100 climb challenges. Currently pissing down with rain, good old times. Now I'm going on to the place where I think was a like walking place, but it does say byway, so looking good. Well, I mean the weather's looking crap, but oh well. Fun times ahead. It's going to be windy up here, but normally you get amazing views up here. Right, let's continue. Wow guys, today the weather is not let up. I've currently done about 50 miles, just coming into Winchester right now, but it's rain non-stop. But saying that, the route so far has actually been a lot of fun, even in this wet conditions. It's literally all been rideable. There's a couple slippery parts, but nothing too crazy. So I'm gonna crack on, hoping to get close to the New Forest or into the New Forest so I can have somewhere good to camp tonight, but we'll see what happens. The weather is tough. Hopefully it will stop before I set up camp so I can get dry. Fun times. Whew.
Guys, what a day yesterday was. It literally did not stop raining from the time I left Audi after having breakfast to the time I camped. But I did manage to get to the New Forest, and I'm just coming into Lyndhurst now. And from Lyndhurst we will pick up our first proper bit of cycling gravel, because unfortunately with the New Forest that's the only place you're actually allowed to cycle off-road. So there's a bit of a road slog from when you get to the New Forest to Lyndhurst, and then so maybe if somebody knows if there's a way of doing that a bit better, you can let me know. But we're going to head into Lyndhurst, then we're going to get onto our first bit of gravel. Today is meant to be a much better day. It's not meant to be pissing down with rain all day. It literally did not stop, and it was not showery, it was literally full torrential rain. But I'm pleased to say literally everything I was riding up was still rideable even in them conditions, so I'm very happy with how the trail is. Right, this should be our last day, so let's crack on. Number one rule of cycling in the New Forest is always say hi to the horses. Morning horses. Morning. Rude.
once you are done coming through the beautiful gravel tracks of the New Forest, we are pretty much coming to the end of the ride. It's all pretty straightforward from here. We follow this old railway line towards sort of Pool, and then we're going to head for a little bit of the Purbex because we've been to where I used to love to ride, so we should go to where I currently love to ride. We're going to hit a trail called the Silka Trail, and it's just this beautiful gravel track, flat, through a nice wooded sort of openy landscape you will see, and then up to old Harry Rocks along the Ridgeway, and it's just a beautiful end to the ride. So let's go see the Purbex. Really close to the end of the ride now, guys. Just coming up along the Ridgeway with them views, see for miles. There's just one more place left to visit on this ride, and that place is the Infinity Hill descent. Let's do it all the way down to old Harry Rocks. So guys, that is going to be the end of my bikepacking creation. All I have to do now is go and get the ferry, the Sandbanks ferry. So if you are planning to do this ride, do make sure you check if it's running. It normally runs most of the time. It does reduce in the winter. It's £1 each way. And then from there, you basically follow the promenade all the way into Bournemouth. Now, if you're going to be doing this between July and August, there is a cycling ban between 10 AM and 6 PM, I think. So if you are arriving at that sort of time, you'll have to make a slight detour and go along the cliffs. It's not the best, nicest route, but it is the only other option. I have really enjoyed all of this route. I know I'm biased because I made it. I am going to be releasing it once I get it all nicely done on Komoot. Like I say, I need a name for this ride, so leave in the comment section down below what this ride should be called. The most liked comment will be the winner. The next video will be a follow-up video releasing the route, so make sure you are subscribed and hit that bell notification item. And until next time, guys, keep smiling, enjoy the adventure. Peace.